Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Star Flames and we're back with another video. In this video guys, we're gonna go into that Sean Diddy Combs case because the lady that Sean Diddy Combs had allegedly hang over the balcony, honey, she takes the stand and she is telling it all. Now, I'm pulling this from a report where the defense asks point blank if she's telling the truth or not. Now, they're saying Diddy's defense team came to life during the cross-examination of Brianna Bangalang, with one of his attorneys straight up asking if she's even telling the truth on the stand. So this is after they've asked her a lot of questions. Now, some of the questions that they've asked Ms. Bangalang is basically if she would work with Cassie Ventura, and she would say, and she said, not would say, she said yes, she would work with Cassie. And, you know, they were asking her, like, what were you working with her on, printing t-shirts or whatever, right? So the attorney asks her, says, read this. Bangalang asked the old thing. The attorney Westmoreland then replied this paragraph. The judge then says, as much as you want. Bangalang says, thanks, okay. Then the attorney says, you didn't tell the government about I could kill you, and Tyrone was there. Bangalang said, yes. I let him go. Now, the attorney says, drugs were expensive, right? Bangalang says, they are expensive. The attorney says no, and Bangalang then reply, I don't know. Westmoreland says, do you run out of money for drugs? Bangalang, I don't remember that. The attorney Westmoreland, you and Cassie had a drug partnership. Yes. So that was her response. And then Combs' attorney was like, I need to ask you some questions. Do you have immunity as long as what you say today is true, right? Bangalang is like, yes. So the attorney Westmoreland says, who decided if you're lying? Bangalang, the prosecutors. Westmoreland says, Miss Bangalang, you were a graphic designer, yes? So that was the response. And then Combs' attorney, you and Cassie would work on designs, including at Our True. Bangalang then replies, yes. Combs' attorney was like, all right, you were focused on a t-shirt design, and she was like, there were a lot of things. Then, the attorney was like, she asked you to come over, and she was like, yes, right? Now, let's get into this report because they're saying, Diddy's defense team came to life during their cross-examination of Brianna Bangalang, with one of his attorneys straight up asking her if she's even telling the truth on the stand. And that is because she has immunity, right? Now they're saying the fashion designer started testifying Wednesday morning and continued into the late afternoon. And during they're talking about cross-examination. Westmoreland, who's Diddy's attorney, asks questions about the alleged incident where Brianna claims Diddy threw a knife at Cassie and she threw it back. Ooh, you go, Cassie, you go, girl. I'm sorry, didn't hit a vital organ. I mean it. Now they're saying Westmoreland asks Bangalang what started this incident, and Brianna says she doesn't know. Nicole fired back by asking if she's even telling the truth about it, a question the prosecution objected to immediately. Judge Aaron Subramania sustained the objection. Now, Westmoreland then asked if she remembered telling prosecution that Diddy and Cassie had gotten into multiple night fights, and Brianna admitted she doesn't recall saying that either. Brianna ultimately says she stand by what she testified to today, that she was staying with Cassie and Diddy woke them up, charged into the house, and allegedly chucked a knife at her. She says Cassie threw the knife back. So as Cassie got older, you could see that Cassie was developing strength, courage, and she was fighting back because at this point in time, the abuse was just getting too much. Now they're saying Bangalang testified to using drugs with and purchasing drugs for Cassie and Diddy over the years, saying she provided Cassie with drugs like oxycodone. She also testified about an incident where she says Diddy dangled her over a balcony when she was either smoking or about to smoke a blunt with him, claiming he yelled, "You know what the you did," while her feet dangled. So she's saying Diddy was hanging her over the balcony and screaming, "You know the F you did." Now they're saying ultimately she says he pulled her back up, slamming her into the balcony furniture. As he did, she says the impact gave her a huge bruise on her leg and caused her neck pain. Bangalang openly admitted to having a drug problem during her time in Diddy and Cassie's orbit, and it seems the defense is digging into that and her memory of these times too. Seems as though everyone was on drugs in Diddy's orbit. Only a few people that I've seen so far that have taken the stand have not admitted to being on drugs while in Diddy's orbit. It seems as though it was a requirement to be on some kind of substance or something, but it's really, really bad. Definitely not a good look. So we've been hearing about this woman, the Miss Bangalang, for so long, and now she has taken the stand. We're gonna get into another report where they're saying that, Diddy gave her lots of drugs. So let's get into this report. She also claims she also sold to him and Cassie. So they're saying that Brianna Bangalang, a fashion designer who is suing Diddy for $10 million, took the stand against him, and she testified that she bought drugs for him and Cassie. Bangalang, who also goes by the name Bana, began her testimony Wednesday morning in the Rob Mogul's federal trial in New York City, and she touched on the allegation introduced in her civil suit, once again alleging Diddy held her over the edge of the balcony and threw a knife at Cassie during the incident. In the lawsuit, Brianna said he came over to Cassie's apartment and attempted to grope her, and she says when she resisted, he allegedly took her out to the balcony and held her off it. Bangalang said Wednesday she was sleeping on the couch with her ex-girlfriend when Diddy stopped by. She said she brought her ex to a bathroom to shield her from what she anticipated was going to happen. So this girl is saying she was anticipating that Diddy was about to do something to Cassie. She brought Cassie to the bathroom. I guess they were trying to just hide out or possibly diffuse the situation. Now, she said she went out to the balcony. She said she either lit up or was about to lit up a blunt when Diddy came up behind her and lifted her onto the railing of the balcony. She said Diddy yelled, "You know what the F you did," but she responded she didn't, prompting Diddy to toss her against the balcony furniture. Bangalang said Cassie stepped onto the balcony and asked Diddy, "Did you just hang her over the balcony?" Bangalang said Diddy then left, and she left too, with a huge bruise on my leg and back and neck. Diddy denies Bangalang allegations against him. Now they're saying that the prosecutors also asked Bangalang about her friendship with Cassie, and she testified they often took drugs and went shopping together. Bangalang says Diddy gave her and Cassie numerous drugs over the years, including ketamine, cocaine, marijuana, and a drug she referred to as G. Bangalang testified she didn't just use drugs with Cassie either. She also purchased them for her, supplying her with a steady stream of oxycodone. She says Cassie always paid her back for the drugs. As for Diddy, Bangalang says she bought cocaine for him on one occasion. Now they're saying Brianna Bangalang says she had one experience with Puff that particularly frightened her, claiming that on a shopping trip with Cassie in April 2016, 1 month after Diddy beat up Cassie at the Intercontinental Hotel, Diddy texted Cassie asking where they went. Brianna testified that Diddy then sent Cassie a list of places she's been with Brianna, proving he already knew every move they made that day. Now, if that is not scary, I don't know what the heck is. This is proving that this woman, Cassie, was definitely a slave. And not only that, it also is telling one other thing. There was a strong use of drugs, and it also shows that whenever a woman comes under Diddy's orbit, Diddy feels entitled to that woman, like, oh, you're hanging out with my girl, you're doing drugs with my girl, I'm entitled to you, I'm entitled to touch you, I'm entitled to grope you, I'm entitled to do anything I want to do to you. So it really definitely felt as though he was king, he had the power, and he never saw the end of this empire coming. He never could even imagine his empire ending like this. But anywho, guys, let me know what's your take on finally the woman that did he hang over the balcony has taken the stand. Let me know what's your take. While you're at it, thumbs up, share, subscribe, do all you need to do on this video to support your girl. Peace.